Yeah, whatever. Hey, I had a subscriber of mine, Dave Tumbleson. I'll leave a channel link for him up here in that corner. A couple weeks ago, contact me in the comments section and asked me if I'd ever heard of VACO. And I said, no, I haven't. There it is, VACO. VACO, model 1900, wire strippers, wire crimpers. I haven't been able to find out much information. I've looked a couple times. I know that they were bought by Klein in, I believe, 1986. I'll read here from Klein's website. Multi-talented here in the right hand. I'll hold the laptop and read. Klein acquired VACO Products Company of Jonesville, Mississippi, a major manufacturer of screwdrivers, nut drivers, hex key wrenches, electrical terminators, electrical terminals, and connectors, plus other related equipment. This acquisition expanded Klein's market coverage and added new lines of tools and supplies to the company's product line. So these are substantial. I don't mean to fall in love with one word and have that word be substantial, but when Dave said, hey, I'm just going to send these to you, do a review on them, tell me what you think. So I've used these just a little bit, and it looks like Dave's gotten a lot of use out of them. He said he's a really big fan. They've served him well for years and years and years. But what is that design, and why am I showing you the Stanley 84-199s? See my video on those up here. I guess what I'm going to tell you is this. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, homeowner, somebody who only wants to have one style of wire strippers, I think this style is probably going to be the best style. Now, this is not a total apples-to-apples comparison here, because Imperial Tools, who I believe makes these for Stanley, and they brand them as Proto as well. You can see more information on that in the other video. They make Imperial makes styles like this VACO style here as well, but this is the closest I have to show a comparison, so that's the way I'm using this. These do a lot of things pretty well in my experience. That's why if you're a homeowner, like I said, and you only want one pair, this is not a bad choice. This is a pretty good choice just because they do so many things. You see there, you can read there how many different gauges of wire they can strip and crimp. They can cut screws. Should be showing you the VACO pair. You get the point, though. They have a lot of capability. They pack a lot of features into one tool. So it's good economy. And initial impressions on these, like I said, they're substantial, they're stout, they're older, they've been around for more years, so that handle here, the plastic, you see there's kind of some cushion design built into it, but they're more brittle because they're older, so they don't have as much cushion as this newer pair has, but still have plenty of cushion for the wire strip and pushing here. Other differences, this is a rivet here at the pivot point on the VACOs. On the Stanleys, these USA made by Imperial, like I said. I believe it's Imperial. That is a nut and a bolt, a staked nut there. Size difference. Okay, and we're back after a brief interlude where I yelled and screamed for a while about why do I always lose things. I've got the measurements written down here, the VACOs. I measured them at this point right here with a mic. 4.43 millimeters thick, and they are 8 1/4 inches long. The Stanleys, right there, 3.18 millimeters thick, 8 3/4 inches long. So the VACOs they're just thicker stock. That's all there is to it. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, a bad thing. they do feel a little heavier, feel a little more substantial, but in my experience, the Stanleys strip all those wire sizes just fine. They also cut all of the same size screws, and you see the difference here as far as insulated and non-insulated wires, what they'll crimp. The VACOs have 3 different wire crimping sizes written down here. I don't know if you could pick it up very well. We're dealing with relatively low light here, but 16 through 22, 14 through 16, and 10 through 12. So it's the same effective sizes as the one wire crimp here, which is just 10 through 22. So I guess you're going to vary the tension, the force. The VACOs, more options are better. I would probably give the VACOs the edge, but these Stanleys will crimp insulated and non-insulated wire there, and they'll cut out at the edge as well as here under the pivot point. The VACOs are just under the pivot point. Solid tools, really, really well built. I like this style. I don't believe you can get much anymore that is labeled as VACO. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments section if you have any VACO tools, what your experience has been. Dave says that these are really, really great. He has had them for years, used them for years, and they've always been really reliable for him. And just kind of give them a quick once over and using them a little bit, I would have to agree with him. They're definitely worth it. This pair here, I want to say about $15 Amazon price for the Stanley pair. I think I paid a couple dollars less than that because I got them shipped to Home Depot. So I'll leave links for these in the description for these style of wire strippers. They're not the greatest in tight quarters, but they do a lot. They're relatively inexpensive, and they are rugged, and they will last you for years. So let me know again in the comments section what your experience has been. Have you ever heard of VACO Tools? Maybe you've never heard of them. Maybe this is your first exposure to them, but a great old American-made brand, now owned by Klein. I thought it was really interesting. So thanks, Dave, and I will be sending these back to him. Thanks for the opportunity to look at these. These are cool. Remember, check out onlinetoolvendors.com, and ta-ta for now.